So today's masterclass is on how to run successful Facebook or Instagram ads. We have been running Facebook ads, and in last 2 to 3 years, I have learned, how to kind of make it work, and certain strategies we have developed. I'll be sharing them with you, and I'll also discuss one of the case study, especially related to Medicare, where we were able to, achieve good results. Now, quickly, let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. So recently, I wrote a book called Friendly Agent, where I interviewed a lot of top agency owners and thought leaders, and I've collated how they are able to grow their and build their agency, and what a lot of startups and insurtechs are doing in today's world. And thanks for everyone's support. This book is ranking on top in Amazon search results for most of the insurance agency related terms. And it's called Friendly Agent. So going ahead, now when I talk to a lot of agents or agency owners, these are some of the problems which I hear most of the time. First is how to move beyond referrals and generate consistent leads. So, referrals is a good thing. And if somebody is getting referral, it means they're doing a good job. But at the same time, it's difficult to scale up with only referrals. And having a good source of, lead generation where maybe it's more automated or more predictable, that's always helpful. And that is one of the challenge which a lot of agency owners are facing. Another is getting through all the noise online to get people attention. um, as you know, it's becoming difficult. New platforms are coming in, and people are distracted. Getting their attention is challenging. And also, how do you rise above a lot of other agencies around you and compete with local and online competitors? A lot of startups have come up, and a lot of carriers are going direct with billions of dollars of marketing budget. So it is so challenging. So how do you address these challenges? Now, what are big players doing to solve these challenges? Now, after interviewing a lot of these big agency owners and kind of people who are guiding these insurtechs and startups, one of the key differentiator is that they are running marketing campaigns which are generating consistent leads. So some of these agencies which are say 50 million, $100 million kind of a mark, I mean, they are spending millions of dollars in ads and marketing campaigns, and a lot of things are in place to convert them, and that's how they are able to grow and sustain. So that's why I thought this is the first thing which we should be kind of going through, and we are here sharing our strategy for running a successful Facebook or an Instagram ad. Now let me ask you one question, does anyone of you play golf or tennis? You can drop a message or in the chat, and I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. So when I started learning golf a few years back, I mean, initially when I was trying on my own, I was not able to even hit a ball and make it fly. I'll move, swing my glove 5 times maybe, and 1 or 2 times it'll hit. And then I started working with somebody who taught me certain strategies or skills. I practiced it, and slowly I was able to get better. Now I'm not able to play golf much or practice it, but like sports, right? Facebook ads or any other marketing technique, you have to practice it over a period of time to master it. many agents I've seen, or agency owners, they will, so all of you, you're able to see my screen, right? Just want to check. I just got a message that people are able to see my screen. I was not aware that. Were you able to see earlier as well?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you. Great. So a lot of time what happens is sometimes people will try Facebook ad, maybe run 2-3 ads for a few days or a week, and it will not give results, and they'll feel disheartened, and they say that, okay, Facebook doesn't work. Now let me try to give you a simple framework. It's pretty easy to implement, and it should help you in getting better results and in your what you say ads which you're running. And if you practice this over a period of time, it can be a good source of leads and new customers for your business. So we have divided into 3 main steps. First is you run a branding campaign. Second step is to test different messages and find out which works, and we'll share strategies for that also along with branding campaign. And final step is running a lead generation campaigns. Now both branding and lead generation campaigns are totally are run in a different way, and that's what we will discuss. And at the end of this webinar, there's a small bonus also. So if you stay till then, I mean, it'll be good. So step 1, branding campaign. Now, some of you, if you have seen this, right, when you start creating a campaign in Facebook, you see these options coming in. So again, just want to ask you, so if you have to run a branding campaign, which of these options have you used or do you use? I mean, again, you can drop it in a chat. Awareness, consideration, conversion, and there are multiple options in each one of them. So what we use is, again, for this kind of campaign is we use traffic as an option in consideration. And I'll tell you why we do it. So first thing which you do for running a branding campaign is, I mean, select this traffic as an option. And the second main hack, which is very important and helpful, is there's an option down under the Facebook ad campaign where it asks you when you get charged. So in that option, you have to make sure you select link click. So whenever somebody is actually clicking on your link, that time you're getting charged. Not when somebody is seeing your ad, which is called impression-based charging. And by default, Facebook ads, they have, impression CPM, they call it, that kind of charging. So if they show your ad, say 10,000 times, you will be charged based on that rather than how many people are clicking on it. So this kind of campaigns, this is very helpful because one, Facebook is showing your ads to people and you are not getting charged till somebody clicks it. And when you are running these ads, it is improving your brand, so that's why you have to make sure that when you run ad, have your logo, or so I've removed the picture of the agent who was there before, but have your picture if possible. If you're a local agency owner, your name, even we in our ads will mention their address and license number as well. So all these things, they help you in creating awareness in that area. They see your face, they know you live nearby, and you work in this area. And it also helps you in testing different marketing messages. So again, you see one message here, but we tried multiple messages, and then we see that which message is getting more clicks. And generally when somebody is clicking on it, I mean, we will send them either to website or one of our chat bot or those kind of things. So here you see take a quiz. This takes us to one of our chat bot where they answer question and we qualify leads. But again, purpose of this ad is not to generate lead. If it's generating leads, awesome. But the main purpose is finding the message which people are able to relate with. And secondly, or 2-3 additional benefit which you get is people are able to know you, and what you do. They're able to get familiarized with you, and sometimes people will also like your page, and that kind of benefit also you get. If 50 people have liked your Facebook page which you're using to run this ad, then what happens is whenever you post anything next time, they will see it for free. And even those engagements you can use to run an ad. Now let me show you actual results of some of these branding ads. So when we were testing this Medicare ad, which I told you about, we were testing with long copy, short copy, different messages, and for one of them we got these results. So it had 91 clicks. So I mean, it compared to others, it told us that this message is resonating more with people. Almost 9,500 people saw this ad, unique ads, and impressions were 26,000. So between reach and impression, what it means is, reach means how many unique people are seeing your ad. So here approximately you can say 10,000 people are seeing your ad, unique people. But some people are seeing your ad multiple times, say 2 to 3 times. And that's why impressions are more. So basically to reach 10,000 people, it costed only $70. If you see on the right side, this is a screenshot from our Facebook Ads Manager. So for only $70, you're able to reach, say, almost 10,000 people by using this strategy. Because in this strategy, you are getting charged only when somebody is clicking on it. And when people start clicking on it and you know that this is working, then we move to that lead generation ad, where we use some different tactics. And I'm going to share that with you as well. But again, I mean, just look at this. I mean, if you have to reach 10,000 people through any other mechanism, like I get that mailer, postcard from people, nearby agencies, which I directly throw it in garbage. I don't know how much money they're spending on each of that mailer. And if they have to reach 10,000 people, I'm sure it'll cost a lot. Even if it is 50 cents per mailer or whatever, right? It's going to be a huge amount. And here with only $70, if you're able to reach 10,000 people, like I will do that day in, day out, just to make sure brand is visible. Like, in month also, if you're spending $70 and 10,000 people are getting to know about you, I mean, it's a good thing. So that's the first thing, having a branding ad. Now we talked about that, you have to test different messaging. But how do you find which messaging to use? So, I mean, there are multiple ways to do that, and that's the step 2. So one way to do it is use Facebook Ads Library. So Facebook has a very good ad library. Yep, I have a screenshot also here. If you Google just Facebook Ad Library, you'll get it. And you can search for different kind of ad. Search for home insurance ad or a car insurance or even Medicare insurance. I searched for Medicare insurance when I was creating that ad, and see what other people are, doing, which are already running ads, maybe in a different area. I mean, it will give you all kind of results, and you can see what kind of messaging they are using and take inspiration from it. Maybe, some of it will make sense for your business. And anyways, you can test it, right? With those Facebook branding ads, you can test whatever people are publishing and see how they're giving result for you. So, that's one good way to use Facebook ad library to reduce your work. Second way is keyword research. Now, this is something which I have not seen many people doing, but basically, if you find out, right, what people are actually searching for in Google and use that as your ad copy, then it is going to click very well. I mean, if people are searching for a problem and you are able to present an ad providing a solution for that specific problem, then they're definitely going to pay attention to your Facebook ad, compared to anyone else. So again, like if you have, say, knee pain or a back pain, and you're searching on Google for that, but at the same time you see an ad on Facebook which is talking specifically that, okay, if you have a knee pain, we have a solution, this is a thing, you'll definitely relate to it, compared to any generic ad which is talking about all kind of pains. But how do you do keyword research? So there are multiple ways. One is, there's something called Google Keyword Finder. It's also used for Google Ads. You might have already used it. Just go there and search for your line of business and see what people are actually searching. And not only the high search word, but more long tail keywords, what kind of problem they are searching for. Other than Google Keyword Finder, there are tools like SEMrush and others, which also kind of provide you same information. You can search even for your competitors, what kind of keywords they are ranking, or what kind of keywords they are bidding on as well, to find what makes sense. And one more thing which you can do is, which at least we did, is run Google Ads. When you run Google Ads, you'll actually see in the report that they provide you what people are actually searching and clicking when you're running ads. Now let me break this for you. And so when you run Google Ads, right, first thing which you have to do is provide them some keyword themes, that what your ad is about, and then they try to show it to people with a similar kind of result. It may not be exact. So for example, I mean, here we provided keyword themes as like Medicare plans, compare Medicare plans, and all these things. And we were able to identify this by going to Google Keyword Finder. We what are these major things which people are searching for? So we provided these keyword themes in our Google ad, and we let it run in a certain geography. And this is the results. These are some of the initial results which I'm showing. So I mean, first, now result is kind of not relevant. People are searching for Medicare phone number, and ideally we should have put this thing in negative keyword themes, so that if somebody is searching for that, our ad is not shown. We kind of wasted our $64 running. I mean, it ran. We came to know about it later, but people are searching for Medicare, fine. But one good thing which we discover is people are searching for Medicare dental coverage. And if you see here, I mean, 4 people clicked on it, and it costed us just $11. So almost less than $3 per click. But this helped us in identifying that this is a problem which people are searching for and looking for specifically. And then we use this knowledge to create an ad which was focused on dental Medicare coverage. So what happens is, when people are looking at that ad and this is the problem which is bothering them, they come, they clicked on that ad, they came to us, and when they're asking for Medicare coverage, I mean, definitely, will agent was selling them a complete Medicare plan also and helping them. And these are unique, what you say, leads which agent is able to generate. And this is a big challenge which a lot of agents and agencies face. Since they don't have their own campaigns, they either depend on those lead generation companies which literally provide garbage leads. I mean, same lead, they will sell it to 30 agents, and those agents will be competing among each other, calling the customer and all, instead of getting the right customer directly on their door by having a targeted campaign. So So anyway, so these are things which you can do to find the right message, which will work. And final thing is, survey your audience and understand their pain points. So your actual customers, whoever are coming to you, they must be talking about things which are bothering them, or when people are referring to you, they must be saying that, okay, this person or this agency is specialized in this thing, or this is what they can help you with. So use that knowledge, which is very specific to you, and it's kind of your competitive advantage, to use it in your those branding ads which I talked about, to find out which message is actually clicking, or customers are able to relate with. Now, what's the step 3? So finally, when you are able to figure out that, okay, this is a message which is clicking, people are using that, then you go to lead generation ads. Now again, I'll ask you, for lead generation ad, out of these options, which option will you choose? You can drop in a message or think about it, or but kind of that is little easy and straightforward. You use lead generation as an option instead of traffic. And unfortunately, in lead generation, when you select it, they don't provide option to get for you to get charged by clicks. Here you have to pay even for impression. But these lead generation ads have a very high conversion rate. That's what we have seen. And see, another challenge which happens is, if you, the way we were running traffic ads earlier, right? So if you send traffic to your website or anything, right, many times people will reach there and not fill up anything. They'll not fill up your quote form or whatever you have in place. But in lead generation ad, what you actually do is use the lead forms which are provided by Facebook itself. So when you're creating your campaign, you select lead generation, and then other options, have your messaging and ad copy based on that messaging and everything in place. And then finally, there is an option that where do you want to send them to. There you can select a Facebook form, and you'll be able to create it. And what it does is, people don't have to leave Facebook. So they will click on your ad, automatically their name, phone number, email, everything will be populated in that form, and then they can just submit it. And when they submit it, again, one more page will be shown to them. And there you can have that, okay, go to this link, click on this link to get a quote now, or call this number to, talk to us now, and all those things you can do. But when they share those things, right, their name, email, phone number, you have a lot of options which opens up. You can SMS them, you can send them email, you can call them up. All those possibilities, they open up. And what we did was, we went 2 steps ahead and we built a lot of integrations and automations. So what we did was, as soon as someone is clicking on that Facebook lead form, that once they submit their phone number, SMS will go directly to agent that, okay, this person has shared their information or they're interested in thing, right, with their phone number. And if agent is available that time of free, right, he or she can directly call that person right away. So if right now I'm clicking on that ad, within few seconds, agent will have that number and they can call that person and say, hey, you just kind of submitted your information, and how can I help you and whatnot, right? So there's no delay. Many times what happens, especially in insurance transaction and everywhere, is when customer is interested or submitting their detail, if you don't reach them within 2 minutes or 5 minutes, right, conversion starts getting difficult. After 5 minutes, they may get busy with something, or even they may forget that they submitted the form. But if you get those details right away and send them, call them up, or an automated emails also, we were able to integrate and send for them to schedule an appointment, or sometimes they will directly call. That has a much better conversion rate. So that's why lead generation, when you're doing running these lead generation ads, is much better than using this one traffic. Okay, so this is the results which we got from one of our lead generation ad. I mean, and one just kind of a quick tip I want to tell you: whenever you create a new ad, if you're increasing a budget or something, right, don't just increase the budget or make changes in the existing ad. Copy your ad, and to the new copy you should increase the budget, otherwise it will negatively impact you. So here you can see, like 183 link clicks happened. I mean, impressions are less, but you see cost per result is just 0.64. So these ads definitely had a better conversion, though reach was a little less, but it doesn't matter as long as you're converting. So since we are running out of time, let me quickly go through the bonus thing which we talked about earlier. So in my emails, you might have seen I've talked about Friendly Agent Pro, which is basically an exclusive membership community for growth-minded agents, which we are creating, and it will unpack all the secrets behind scaling up an insurance agency. So this is a monthly membership. Every month you learn new things, and specifically in first 2 months we are going to focus on lead generation and creating a campaign. We will share you strategies in more in depth. You will create your campaigns, we will review them. We will have brainstorming sessions or office hour where you can ask questions, and in first 2 months you will be able to come up with your own marketing campaign. And then as we go along, we'll share other things, based on your feedback and all. So I mean, once you start generating leads, you get different problems converting them. How do you convert people who got a code but they didn't responded? How to engage them? For us, like people read our emails for 1 year and then they come to us that, okay, now I'm interested. So it's very important to keep your customers engaged. And there are a lot more things, building team, and which month on month you will improve, and it should show improvement for your agency. And as they say, you are average of 5 people you spend most time with. So if you are part of this high performing group where you have these kind of agents who are high performers and go-getters, then it should help you. You'll learn what they are doing, and you'll not feel alone in your business. So what is the bonus? So bonus is that whoever is joining this webinar, for you specifically, we are providing a $250 off on our annual plan, and for that you have to use coupon code FRIEND. So we have a monthly plan currently for $79 per month and an annual plan for $59 per month. So if you select annual plan and add a coupon code FRIEND, then you'll get this $250 off. And this Friendly Agent Pro, I mean, this membership community, it's kind of closing tomorrow, end of day. After that, I don't know when we will open it up. So I mean, and we will not be providing same price anyways, so prices will go up. So this is a good option for you to join this community, build your agency, find out all these growth hacks and things on a monthly basis, and things change very quickly. Recently in marketing side also, Clubhouse, Instagram Live, a lot of new things have come up and which are working so good. Instagram Reels, sorry. So all those things we will be sharing every month, things which are working, which are not, and helping you in improving your agency. So I'll send this link in the email also, but basically, our website /friendly-agent.pro, sorry. That's where you can get this Friendly Agent Pro membership.